Good morning. How are you doing? It's getting closer and closer to the end of school. This is our next to the last week. And so next week will probably be very different. We will not have all of our subjects. We will still have some of them. But we have done a lot of writing this year, and so I thought we would try another nonfiction piece, and it would go along with what we are learning in geography. So we're just going to try it and see how it goes, and we'll just take it slow and easy, one step at a time, and we'll just start right now. So we're going to be writing about, what are we studying in geography? We are studying the United States of America. So today let's just take some notes about some things we know about America. Actually, the United States. Where is the United States located? North America. So I'm going to put in North America. Now remember, I will have to add more words later to my notes. These are just quick thoughts to help me remember what I'm thinking. So now I know where it's located. So it's located in North America. All right. What else do I know about the United States? Do you know how big it is? Or how many countries, we call them states, are in America? We know there are 50 states. Okay, so there are 50 states. What else do we know? What does America stand for? America is a free country. Okay, and what else have we learned about America? We've been to Crater Lake, we've been to Grand Canyons, we've been to the Everglades. So do you think America is a beautiful place? Do you think it has many different places to see? Okay, let's write something down about that. I'm going to say it's beautiful, and I'll fill in the details later. Okay, that's just my one word for what I'm thinking about right now. Also, what else have we been learning? What do we call the Statue of Liberty and Mount Rushmore and the Jefferson Monument? What do we call these things? America has symbols. America has symbols to show what it means, what it stands for. Okay? All right, so let's think of what else. Is there anything else we want to say? Do you want to say what the weather is like? What is the weather like in America? The weather varies. That's just a quick way to say it for notes. It's very different in whatever, it depends on what area you go in. The weather varies. All right, if you're thinking of some things that I'm not thinking of, just jot them down. They'll be useful later. So this is our note-taking page. All right, what else do we know? America has a president. And I'm not going to make a full sentence. I'm just going to jot a note down. America has president. Okay. So we have a president. We don't have a king in our country. We have a president. What's something else that you know about America? Do you want to write some of our freedoms down? All right, we have the freedom to worship. So I'm just going to make a dotted list. We have the freedom to worship. I'll get a different marker because this one's kind of fading out. We have the freedom to defend ourselves. That means we can own a gun. Freedom to defend ourselves. Does that mean we can just shoot anybody? No, of course not. That's not freedom. All right, what other freedoms do we have? Freedom to speak, how we believe, freedom to write down our thoughts of what we believe, If we don't like the president, we are free to write about that. We don't have to say mean and nasty things, but we can tell what we believe. I believe the president is not acting fairly. I believe we need to look into what he's doing. Those are all things that you need to be able to say about the people who run your country. And some countries are not free like that. All right. We have a lot of notes here to pick from. And you know what? When you're taking notes, you may not use all of your notes. So you just need a good list of ideas to choose from. This is just to help you spark ideas for when you start to write. So if you have more, I want you to put down more ideas, okay? All right. So this is the paper that I gave you this week. And so we're going to write down, and I think I gave you 4 sheets, so it's not going to be very long. And so we may not get to include all of our ideas, but if you want, it is fine if you have more pages. If you feel like there's more that you just can't get it all said, that is totally fine. But we're going to do at least 4 pages. So we need an introductory sentence. So what can our introductory sentence be? You could say, I live in the United States of America. Or, the United States of America is in the continent of North America. Or you could even start with a question. A question is a good way to start a nonfiction paper. Have you ever lived in the United States? Have you ever wanted to live in the United States? Or you might have another idea that I'm not saying on video, but it will introduce that this is going to be about the United States of America. We need something to tell people. This paper, but you don't need to say this book is about the United States, because that's just a little boring. But you need a way to introduce it. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to get out your pencil and your paper. And we're going to write an introductory sentence. And let me see, what am I going to say? You be thinking of one, and it takes me a little bit of time to think and write. I can't just pop it off. I have to I'll do this. No, that's not good. I don't want to do that. I'll do this. No, that's not good. So I have to go through a thought process of how do I want this to turn out? What do I want it to say? So I'm going to start thinking. Are you thinking? Have you got anything yet? I've got my introductory sentence. Okay, I have 2 sentences on my beginning page that start off about the United States. It tells what the United States is. Your first page needs to tell what it is. Okay, so I said, I'm afraid if I tell you what I said, you won't be able to write one yourself. Tell me what the United States is. What is the United States? Let's look back at our notes. It's located in North America. That's where it is. So I'm going to put a where by that. It's got 50 states. It is a free country. It is beautiful. The weather varies. America has a president. It has freedom. Those are things that it has. But what is it? All right, I gave you a big hint. All right, so I'm not going to tell you what I said because I'm afraid if I do, it'll mess up your thoughts of what you can come up with. So today I want you to write the first page. You need 1 long sentence or 2 sentences. You need to fill up the page. I have 2 sentences and my page is almost full. Okay, it's almost full. And it tells what the United States is. Okay, so you need to do that. All right, so that's all I have today for narrative writing. And we will come back tomorrow and we will start talking about the details. Because our first sentence, remember, is introductory. It doesn't have to just be one sentence, but it's the first part. And then we're going to come back and tell some details about America. All right, I'll see you in a minute.